Hello everybody and welcome to Assassin's Pride episode 6 anime review. I'd like to say I enjoyed this episode, but I would be lying. This episode didn't do much for me. It felt like a disruptive presence because really we didn't do much of anything, if that makes any sense. This felt like an OVA, a side story, something not relevant to the main plot. Also, who are those two girls? Why are they friends with them? When did that happen? I don't remember that. But, well, the black-haired one might have been the creepy one. But maybe not, I don't remember. But, yeah, this episode, as I said, if you liked it, that's fine. But for me, didn't do too much for me. We'll go through it as we always do. It wasn't that it was, like, out and out terrible. It was just a bit, you know? We'd kind of like to get on with the main plot line, I guess. But, anyway, let's get on with the episode, see what happened and everything. Let's do this. Despite everything I just said, when the episode opened, I was actually ready. It opens up with Rosa coming into Kufa's room. Hey, lucky git. And she's like, you know, I heard something interesting. And she's got this super serious look on her face. So I thought, oh, she knows about him being an assassin, about Melida not having, you know, proper regular powers and all that. But it didn't turn out to be that. But yeah, this opening scene, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Can't wait to see what they do with that. Okay, and then we don't see anything from them a little bit. The girls, Melida and the other one, Ellie, meet up with some more girls at night. They're doing like the lantern trick, Morse code, to alert each other to their presence, I guess. They go basically to a hidden room at the end of a waterway where there are a lot of other students from both schools. It's a party. Apparently it's like an after party for the Lunar Lumiere tournament thing. Which, you know, fair enough. Parties are fun. No problem with that. Just, yeah, a bit weird. So, yeah, then I guess the one interesting thing that happened is the green girl who won the tournament, whose name I don't remember because, yeah, she comes up at one point and says, next time I'll win better, but I'll win again, but I'll win better, basically. And it's like, okay, green girl, off you trot. Thanks for your advice, I get. Not even advice. The girls then talk around about their love lives and everything. And at this point, I was pretty conked out at this point. I was like, okay. Oh, I didn't even mention. Sorry, this is a day late. I'll try and make it so it doesn't happen, but sometimes it's going to happen. If it's not out on Thursday where it comes out, the review will be out on Friday. So now you know, it's been alerted. It's because I got a new job and everything, and times don't match up well. It's fine. It'll be out the day after it's not out the day it's out. Let's do that. Yeah, they discuss their love lives and they have nothing to talk about. There's a scary story about, hang on, a guy. Right, it was about a husband who cut his wife's heart out and then drowned himself, and then the body of the wife kills people and steals their hearts. That's the abridged version of the story they told. Okay, you know, and at this point, again, I was like, so there's going to be a person show up pretending to be the witch. And then that's exactly what happened. The person shows up and, you know, pretends to be the witch. I'd like to say that, although, no, before that, actually, there is one thing they did mention that might come into play. They say there has actually been murders based on the story. Like, people have actually been losing their hearts. So there, I guess maybe at some point we'll investigate that, have like them go after the actual murderer, because that was like the one piece of information that might come into play later. But then, yeah, then the witch shows up, and I mean, you can immediately tell who it is, can't you? Like, if we can tell who it is, why can't they? That's kind of my logic. I mean, I feel like I'm being excessively harsh this episode, but I didn't really enjoy it, if I'm being honest. And I think I've been more than fair to Assassin's Pride. I think I've been nicer than most people have, so I think I'm allowed to complain about this episode. I mean, I'm allowed to complain regardless. I'm going to complain what I want, but yeah, Witch shows up and caused some trouble, yeah. So Miss Mysterious Witch, who we definitely don't know who it is, she attacks the gang and everything, and then they run away. They use a blanket at one point. The green girl gets beat. Yeah, they're going home. I say the gang. The gang is Melida, Ellie, and the other two, whose names I don't know. So I don't know, when did they become friends? I feel like we missed the skip. We missed the skip here. We missed a bit. We skipped a bit. And words are easy. Melida stood on something and it's like this weird gel thing, but she was like, it's people's insides, it's innards. And I was like, gross, dude. Because of that scary story, now your brain is going to disturbing places, which, you know, that does make sense. That is what would happen. But, yeah, you read a bit. They get oozed on at the end as well, and they get covered in ooze, and I was like, okay, anime. Let's not become the H word that YouTube doesn't like it when you say. Let's not do that. Yeah, but then they all try to fondle their friend who gets covered in ooze, or it gets in her boobs. So then they try and fondle her. And at this point I was like, okay, this episode's not doing much for me. Yeah, then the witch shows up and one of them tries to fight and then knocks herself out on the wall. That was quite funny, because she just, I'm going to get him, and then punk. I thought they were like meant to be all, like, decent, even if they're not super OP. Surely they should be able to not run into a wall. Just, you know, especially considering we know nothing about this character, really. I don't even know her name, so I'm sure they said it, but I didn't write it down. Yeah, she ran into a wall, knocked themselves out. That was quite funny. Melida tries fighting a bit, but can't scratch her, so they run away instead. They escape the waterway, and the witch can't leave the waterway because thing. They run into Kufa Sensei, who is missing his heart and is bleeding. Oh no, he's going to die. Did anybody actually think he was going to die? Did anyone actually believe this was a real thing? Just out of curiosity, because I cottoned on immediately that this was, it's just a prank, bro, basically. Like, I want to know if anyone watching actually thought, oh no, they're in serious danger and Kufa's dead or dying. I'm genuinely curious. But yeah, no. Then he gives them all a scolding upstairs. He's like, hey, idiot, you can't do the secret party. The secret party that apparently has been like a tradition for years, and now they've ruined it because somehow they let the teachers get a hold of the information. You know, just because main characters, I guess. I don't know why they wouldn't let them have the secret party. It doesn't seem like that big a deal. They were drinking juice. They said it was juice, so it's better have been. And yeah, that was what Rosa wanted to talk about at the beginning with him. She was like, yeah, secret party. And I was like, oh, I thought she had some info on him. But no, it was just about this weird OVA-ish episode. It really felt like it, that's what I thought. The whole thing was basically a prank, Kufa. They call him a pervert because of the ooze. He's like, you etchy. And he's like, no, let's not do that. They can't move because their legs are numb, and so then he lets them have his bed. And I'm like, where are you going to sleep, Kufa? On the chair? Doesn't seem very comfortable. And then while he's sitting there, bloody Melida like grabs his hand, arm, cuff, the sleeve cuff, that's a good thing for it. And yeah, and he's like, I guess I'm staying up all night. And I'm like, you have work tomorrow, please don't, Kufa, get some sleep. And yeah, that was the end of the episode. I was really trying to like it, but it felt, I think Assassin's Pride, I'm liking it when it's best, when it's being more serious, you know. I'm not too big a fan of the Battle School stuff they got going on with Melida. It's not that it's bad, it's just I've seen a million Battle Schools, you know. The stuff with Kufa and like the behind the scenes stuff, I think is more interesting than the light stuff. We'll call it the light side and the dark side. That's I'm not going to remember that next week. But yeah, it's Assassin's Pride. I know a lot of people aren't really talking about it, but I think I'm enjoying it. This episode made me, I didn't enjoy this one, but I think on the whole, because this episode stuck out to me that I didn't enjoy it, I think that means that I am enjoying it on the whole. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just talking myself in circles. But yeah, hopefully we get back to some more, I guess, regular stuff next week. Yeah, this episode felt weird. It didn't feel right, if that makes sense. But yeah, I can't really think of anything else to say. Let me know what you guys think about everything, because I have no idea. I will see you next week for another episode of this. I've completely forgotten my outro, that's fine. Subscribe and stuff if you enjoyed this review, and like and comment, because YouTube likes it if you have more higher numbers, so do that. I will see you next week, as I said, for another episode of this, and bye guys.